your reaction to being named Player of the Year in the conference?
I think it's awesome. I think that it's a tremendous honor, and I think it's a reflection of the team, and it's a reflection of the work that we've been putting in for a while now. So it's a big accomplishment.
Brandi, how, with all these awards you've gotten, especially over this past year, how is it that you're able to keep, level head and not able to, I would say get full of yourself, and just keep going and just act like, just a normal day?
I think I'm just always reminded of where we came from as a team and not winning any games. And I know that as soon as, you may think very too highly of yourself, as soon as you think maybe too highly of yourself, you're more susceptible to fall. So I think it's really important to keep a level head and just to remember who I am as a person, and especially like my faith in God has really kept me grounded, and my friends and people around me who keep me motivated, and they just always there's a reflection of who I want to be, and I want to remain humble. So I think that's how.
Talking about being in your head, what do you think your shot is to play on Wednesday? How do you feel about your chances of playing?
I'm getting a lot of treatment, and I think that I should have a pretty good chance of playing on Wednesday, and we're taking it day by day.
Is it more of a rolled ankle, or what, can you describe it? Or?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, and I didn't get a chance to watch it or see, but I just know it hurt, and yeah, I rolled my ankle.
I mean, typically ankles you can plan on and just kind of pay for it like the next day. Is that how it's been? Like once the adrenaline's going and it's loosened up, it's okay, and it's swells. Is that?
Yeah, I haven't done anything too strenuous yet, so we're just gonna wait and see. But yeah, you're right. That's how ankles are.
Brandi, as a player, what do you think your best attribute is on the court or off the court too?
I think my best attribute on the court is rebounding. That's something I take a lot of pride in. I think that I've developed a good sense of timing and a good sense of knowing where I positioning wise on the court. And let's see, off the court, I'd like to think that I encourage people well. So those are what I think are my two best attributes.
Did you honestly think after your freshman year that you could be sitting here today, Player of the Year, 20-win season?
Yeah, I did. I thought that I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I knew that if I stuck it out, like me personally, that I knew that things could get better. But things were definitely dim that first year. Like it was rough, but I believe that if you work hard at anything, things can always change.
Did you ever consider, when the coaching change came, that maybe somewhere else, or this was it?
So did I think about leaving? Well, yeah, the thought crossed my mind about going somewhere else, but I had already developed a lot of relationships on this campus, and I was already invested in my teammates, and so going to another school was really not a huge decision for me. I knew that I wanted to stay here. So.
What do you think Coach Bolden's best attribute is?
Coach Bolden's best attribute is his teaching. I think he spends a lot of time explaining things to us because he wants us to be students of the game and to become more knowledgeable of basketball. So I think that under Coach Bolden I have learned a lot about basketball, and I think that has made me a better player, and it makes us a better team.
You're ready. What in your mind was the key, or were the keys, to the 2 wins over Cleveland State? And second half of the question, if for some reason you can't play, how does the team play to that level without what you bring to the floor?
I think Cleveland State is a tough team to beat. We talk about always our defensive principles of jumping to help side. So I think that's going to be huge this Wednesday when we play, is jumping to help side. And I think that playing hard too as well. I know the second game we didn't play as hard as we did the first game. So jumping to the ball and making sure that we box out and get rebounds are two key things that we'll have to do to beat Cleveland State on Wednesday.
And if you can't play, what has to happen differently to make up for, I mean, nobody can say, hey, they can take Brandi Brown out of the lineup and there'll be no difference. What does the difference have to be?
Well, I think we're still going to have to jump to the ball and get to outside, and I think that we're still going to have to rebound. So regardless of if I play or not, those two things probably won't change.
Is there a little extra motivation facing them? I mean, they're the team that ended your season last year.
Definitely. I think that first game when we played them at Cleveland State, we were already motivated by the fact that, you know, we beat them once and then they beat us those last two times when we had to go back there. So I think my teammates are very motivated, and as a team we are motivated to play Cleveland State, considering the fact that they ended our season last year.
When you think back to your freshman year to now, have the home games kind of increased in atmosphere, intensity? You know, the numbers have gone up a little bit, but how's that different now than what it was?
Yeah, I think that people are more excited to come watch us play. I think that first year when we were always losing, there probably wasn't a lot of excitement to be there for the fans or for the players. So I think that since my freshman year, I think that this team has been like more excited to play, and I think that it's transferred over into our fans and to the people who show up, and I think people will want to come cheer us on. So it's been different, and it's been nice to have people there too.
Your reaction to Coach getting the Coach of the Year honors in the league?
I think that Coach Bolden deserves everything that he's gotten, and I think that Coach Bolden has been a great coach. Not only him, but his coaching staff. They've been very supportive, and from the day that they've got here, I know that it hasn't always been pretty or easy for anyone, but I just appreciate everything that they've done, and I know that a lot of my teammates can say that these years that have gone by so far with Coach Bolden and his coaching staff have been like years that we have grown a lot, our relationships with each other, and grown in our love for basketball, and grown just in our overall just knowledge of ourselves and things like that. So I'm really thankful for Coach Bolden and his coaching staff, and congratulations to whatever he got.
What is it about him that makes this team just reach for higher levels?
I think, well, everyone knows Coach Bolden hates to lose. So I think that has been a key for us. And I think he has tried to, you know, instill that same drive to win and that motivation to win into us as well. You know, especially that first year. We didn't all have the mentality of, oh, it's not okay to lose. You know, we lost a lot. So I think that was probably really hard for him. But yeah, he wants us to do the best. Anything less than our best is unacceptable. And I think that's been important to us, winning more games.
Now that you're into tournament play, you will be, have you started to, I mean, I'm sure you're putting it out of your mind a little bit, but do you get emotional at all thinking about your career and how it's going to be wrapping up at some point here in the next month or so? I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I try not to think about it too much. I try not to think about anything, just try to focus on the next game. But I do know that my career is coming to an end, and it's gonna be pretty sad for me. So, but like I said, I haven't really been thinking about any accomplishments or any games passed or anything like that. I just try to focus on the next game, which is Cleveland State. So.
Are you thinking about overseas at all, or taking a shot at WNBA?
I'm open to any opportunities thus far, as far as continuing to play basketball. I haven't really made any decisions or anything like that. I've just been doing a lot of thinking and talking to people who care about me, and talking to my parents and praying and things like that. So we'll see what happens.